Hey, hey, hey. Hope everyone's doing good today. This is take 2 of the stream that I tried to do last night, but we'll see how it goes. I've been told that my internet's been fixed, so let's hope that it stays that way and I don't get 15 minutes into a stream before it cuts out again. If you were here last night, then you probably already know this, but what I had planned to do was basically a catch-up, being productive stream, because I have a bunch of different projects that I need to work on and do like little things for all of those different projects. So I don't have too much to say to start with, I guess. The first thing that I need to do is I need to try and fix up this bandana that I made. It's basically, it looks fine. If I can select the right thing. This is just a randomized sim. They always have terrible fashion sense. Where is it? Okay, so the bandana is fine, it just doesn't, like, whenever there's a shirt that like sits up a little bit that isn't like skin tight, it clips through. So I have one idea of how I might solve that, otherwise I have a backup idea. There's another commission where I need to... my brain is going too fast for what I can do. It's not an accessory, is it? Oh, it was an accessory, okay. I've got another commission set, if I can find it. I still have not gone through my custom content folder and removed any of it, so... there is this set. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay, so there's a bit of clipping with the skirt when it scales up a bit, so I just need to fix that. I already tried to fix it a little bit. I reduced it down a bit, but I need to fix it up fully. And then the last thing I have on my list, I have a couple of different things with this commission. I've got mainly the clipping to do, but then I also need to do some other stuff to finish it off. And then I have a bedroom set that I need to texture once all that's done. So we'll see what we end up getting done today, I guess. It's just kind of, yeah, working on anything and everything to try and catch up a little bit. I've been out and about all day today, pretty much, so I haven't gotten very much done at all. But basically, like I said, the bandana actually, like, it works as intended, but it was just an oversight to where, like, it scales with skin tight stuff, but there's no way for the mesh to actually know when there's a shirt that like fills in that gap there, and scale accordingly. So I had an idea, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save a copy of this just in case it does not work and I can't go back. I'm going to remove out all of these groups, all of the weights, and I actually should have had this ready, but with The Sims, there's a mod that I like to use. It's not really a mod, but it's basically a hat slider, which I'll show it off probably like when I get back into game. But it's basically anything that is, like, when you have the slider in your game, anything that is set to these 2 weights specifically, you can adjust and rotate and resize in game by using like the sliders that are normally on the neck. So that was basically just my idea. It was a really quick and simple fix. I just hadn't gotten around to it yet, or at least I hope that's gonna fix it and yeah, like mitigate that issue that I had. Otherwise, my backup is just to make a second mesh like this one that will work with skin tight clothes, and then have another one that sits up, which won't work with skin tight clothes, but should hopefully like fill in the gap for anything that this doesn't work with, essentially. Move this over here. I just need to put it into my mods folder. Reload the Sims. And test it out and see if that's going to do what I hope it does. My game shouldn't take too long to load up this time. I've loaded it a couple of times today, so it should be pretty speedy. But I need to... what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to make a note to take out some of my mods before next time. That way I don't have to sit here for like 5 minutes every time waiting for my game to load up. Any second now, there we go. Gosh. Everything just seems slower when you're actually waiting on it. Like, I normally don't care when it's just like me doing it for myself because I can do other stuff in the background and then come back to it, but what am I doing? That's shirts. Okay, so neck bandana. Yeah, no, that was an oversight on my part. It's going to attach to the head instead. Okay. In that case, that idea is not going to work. That is a complete fail on my end. But that is fine. Like I said, I had a backup option, and that was what I was originally going to do. But then, because I wasn't able to do it last night, I got to thinking and I was like, wait, maybe this idea would actually work better. And it would in theory, but what I need to do then is take this and modify it. I'm going to grab a shirt mesh just to use as reference. Specifically the female one, and then I've got to go through and modify the male one as well. It's a standard t-shirt. I'm trying to look for the one that's like the most bulky in that area to kind of make it work for everything. guess these are pretty loose-fitting t-shirts. I did not spell that right. No one saw that. The shirt, one in there, and yeah, that was clipping about as much as it was in game. So using that one as a reference, we should just be able to if I have proportional editing on, then it's going to move the ones that are around it. So we get some smooth movements. Do it up around there. Up here, I guess. Definitely at the end, because that is our main problem area. Although, because I made it a bit more to the skin tight mesh, I need to flatten it out a little. Because the skin tight mesh, it had all these wonkiness and curves to it to fit around that area, and this is very flat. Okay, that should be... Move it out a little bit at the back, because the shirt does add some bulk there, as you can see. And those little tails should be fine. Should be fine. Save that as our version 2 and see how that goes. Am I British or Australian? I'm Australian. I didn't think my accent would be mistaken as British, but thank you. 100% Australian I am. I guess not the strongest accent, but... Oh, that's importing on the wrong one. This is the shirt. We don't want that. We want to import the bandana into the bandana package. No, we don't. I need to make a separate package for a second version. Oh my gosh. And I also left the shirt mesh in there. Oh my gosh, this is a great start, this is. Alright, let's delete that out. Save it. Then... I forgot actually what I cloned it from originally. Good old Australia, mate. I hate myself for that. Would have been a necklace. I think I would have just done it from like that spiky necklace. Actually, no. Was it one of these? I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter too much, but... Is that for the female? That is the female one. Female V2. Cringe. Yeah, no, I am actually cringing. I'm not even joking. Alright, we'll import our version 2 mesh into here. And it is going to look like that because the texture is in a different spot. And not something that I usually would have done. But the person that commissioned it required it to be used alongside a specific piece of custom content which had a really weird texture placement. Did I do a shadow? I did. There we go. So that meant that my texture had to be in a weird spot, which is fine, really, but means it might not work for everyone else. So I don't know if they're going to choose to release it publicly. Maybe I didn't do a specular. That's fine. I know there is a bump map though, so we'll do that. And this person as well, they wanted me to basically make a base, so that's why it's only in grey, and then what they're going to do is go and recolor it themselves. So it's what they wanted, but it is unfinished technically. It is grey. Where is grey? There it is. I'm used to the window being smaller, so everything's in a different place. Every day. Don't laugh at random. And we want to restrict the opposite frame because we need to make a separate mesh for the male anyway. And I'll just double check and make sure. In the warehouse, sometimes different pieces of clothes, yeah, like this, different pieces of clothing can hide accessories. So if we just go through and make them a base, then this will never be hidden. And I actually want to make sure, it's been a while, I don't know if I ended up doing that on the original. I did not. Alright, and that is all I'm going to do for now. I'll just put this version in and see if it's going to work before we go ahead and do too much, and then turns out it doesn't work, and then I need to redo it. Because I don't like redoing my work. Kind of learnt a decent workflow for myself through lots of trial and error and mistakes. Getting there again very slowly. It's actually loading faster than it could because I have all of my build by mods taken out. I have them in a separate folder on my desktop because I never really go into live mode or anywhere past creator sim, so I take them out because it's adding unnecessary load time. The stuff that like I use like 1% of the time, and it still takes as long to load.
And a prep kit off.
Need female. There's some interesting accessory combinations you got going on there. And then I guess this will be a bit of a demonstration, but this will have conflicting textures on it. I didn't load the mesh into the original, so I need to fix that up. Yeah, look, all those conflicting textures. Oh, is that still... Oh, got a bracelet on. Okay, so that's... It's going to sit funny with some clothes. But if I try out... Let's just try out a bunch of different shirts. See? Works better with that one. Yeah, you wouldn't wear it with that anyway. See, this is the hard thing. You can't make something work for absolutely everything. Sweaters probably... works a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of like a can't please everyone situation. It's working better with most things though. Maybe I'll just raise this little bit over the collarbone a tiny bit. Apart from that... See, that still hit it, and I don't know why. That's weird. Okay, I'll raise it up a little bit so it's still not quite so flat.
Varange.
You can see it scales properly.
Huh.
It's just the placement of the shirt really that's going to affect it. Alright, so a little bit above the collarbone. Going to raise up a little bit so that way it's a bit better. Different shirts. I feel like it still looked quite flat, so I'll raise it up around the middle a little bit. It's a little bit better. It is supposed to look like a bit flat. I forget what style that they said it was, but it was one where this would be like a heavily used and worn with heaps of dirt and grime and stuff worked into it, so they're not really like puffy, fluffy kind of bandanas. That is that. Let's just... Okay. While I'm here, I'll import the second version into this. Then I need to go back to the first version and re-import the original one before I mess with the weights. Maybe was I putting it into the wrong one? I put it into the wrong one. Okay. For some reason this turned into a very confusing project for me. Version 2 goes into this one. And then I'll also need to make the other LODs, which I may as well do while I'm here and switching over to the male mesh. Now this project isn't like fresh in my mind still, so I can't remember exactly what I was removing to get the poly count down. But it shouldn't matter too much. What I'll do is I'll put the UV, that is the wrong one. This one, so that way I can see if it does any funkiness with the texture. That one I want to there. couple of loops. I guess that's okay. And now we will start reducing it down quite a bit more. Hey, Luna Rosie, sorry, gosh, trying to merge your name there. How are you today? Get rid of that one. Definitely some of the ones in here. Still probably a little bit more detailed than it needs to be. A little bit. So it has 4 LEDs, right? Yeah. And now we make it essentially a triangle. Oops, pressing caps lock instead. I always wonder how caps lock magically gets turned on all the time, but it's always me that does it. Anyway, this is basically getting really condensed down into very simple shapes. Because this is our lowest LOD. Let's put you up there. Which basically means this bandana is only going to be seen when you're zoomed out to like here in game, so it doesn't need a lot of detail at all. Still needs a little bit, so that way it's not just a complete mess, but yeah, that'll do. That will do. We put them all into here, and you'll see as well, like the poly count of the sim base will go down and down and down and down as I put all of these in. Let's do LOD 1. Never mind. Basically, usually means that there's basically like a little placeholder mesh in here that's just a little square, and I'm pretty sure for the higher LEDs that one gets deleted and the cut number of this one changes to 0. And then I need to do that for all the other ones that I saved. Delete that, change the cut number. I couldn't tell you what that little placeholder mesh is for, what it's doing. Yeah, I got no clue. Just is what it is. Right, now let's try and re-import it. There we go. And then if I go down to LOD 2, see that the head is a lot less detailed. Do LED 2 V2. Then we go down to LED 3, which is our very, very low detail. V2 LED 3, yeah. Alright, let's save that. And I need to make a second version for the males as well. So I'm going to use the same one as a base. Male V2. Then I'll open the original male mesh. I also need a male shirt mesh for reference. Although that one wouldn't. I probably should have tested this one out in game. It's not like the shirt is going to be filling in boobs or anything like that, so it probably wouldn't change too much, but we'll still see what we can do. Yeah, let's export that. Object. Why is it split into 3? No, because it's a long sleeve mesh. I should have known that. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it adds like a tiny bit of bulk, but it doesn't sink in like it does for females. So that should be fine. We should be able to get away with not having to do that. I should also edit the thumbnail for it, so that way we can distinguish in Create a Sim between the different versions. And Photoshop opens behind. Awesome. Alright, I'm just going to do V1 and V2. Or maybe... no, it's fine. That was a very fleeting thought. Okay, so this one is version 2. This one we'll just replace with one that says version 1. Right, and I actually want to rename the original one to say version 1. just that it's a bit consistent. And then reload our game, but that should be the last time for this words project. Gosh, it's taking its time this time. Sheesh. Finally. Does anyone actually play the scenarios? Never tried them out before. Oh my god, why are they taking so long? Alright, well while we're on the male version, shirts. Like it's not gonna work with those kind of shirts. Plain I was gonna say I didn't change regions in the warehouse, but it still did that for the female mesh, so I don't know what's actually up with that. But yeah, should work with t-shirts. Female version. Okay, version 1 is going to fit with something more like that. And version 2 is going to sit up a bit and work more with shirts like... not like that. Just a normal t-shirt. There we go. Awesome. That is one thing knocked off the list. Cool beans. And then just for I was gonna say for some serotonin, but I don't think that's the right thing. I'm actually gonna put a strike through it on my list. You know how you put like a little check mark next to something on your to-do list and you feel good because you finished something on your to-do list? Well, that's me because I've been meaning to do that for like 2 days now. So, next thing to work on, I'll keep Blender open because I will need it. Close out that. Now it's time for that anime commission that I was working on. I finished up the hat for it. Just give me a simple hat, please. Sheesh. And you'll see the hat in a moment, because what I need to do is it's currently in Blender 2.9, and I need to put it into 2.76 to then put it into Studio to put it into game. You'll see what it looks like very soon. Alright, I'm just going to hide that for now. What am I doing? What am I doing? Wrong one. This one. And so that's like the base shape of it. I'll show it with some texture soon. Alright, so we're going to do a UV1 map, which isn't actually going to do much, I just realized. I'll at least take... Oh, this isn't the right hat mesh, because it's on a different angle. What I'm going to do is at least take this center point here. It should be this middle point. That middle point's the front. Let's just... Cursor to selected, and then selected to cursor. So at least gonna pick up some information for the morph map. But like I said, it's not actually going to do much now that I realize it. Let's merge that in. But basically, this is what I tried to do with the bandana, is I wanted to add it to these two different weight groups. That way we can use it in game with a slider. Again, I will show you how that works very soon. I'm going to save that. And then I need the lower hat mesh, because hats are basically on two different angles. The other angle, I think, would be this weird helmet tiger hat thing. That just looks ridiculous. Like, is it supposed to be a helmet? I don't know what it is. And that also still does not tell me what it is. Alright. Alright, that's the mesh. And then let me load on the texture. There. It might look weird if you've got no context of it, but that's what it's supposed to look like. I don't have a shadow for it. I haven't made a specular map for it though, so let's do that. This is the wrong folder. What am I doing? I would say I'm tired, but I'm really not. I have an energy drink, and I'm still like this. Alright, that texture isn't going to be anything too fancy. The specular map basically says this part of the texture is shiny and this part of the texture is not. And how shiny is it? I have a little guide. Once it loads. So I've just got a bunch of different information that I paste in here to refer back to, but basically the blue, red, green, and alpha channels all play a specific part in how shiny the mesh, the texture is going to be. So this is going to be kind of like a shiny, slightly dull metal. So we need to pick a color for that. Where did it go? Here. Okay, so in the red channel, 0 red is blurred. I wish I could have these up at the same time. No red is blurred, and then 100% red is really sharp. So I'm gonna go, let's just go 50% on this. On red. Green, I usually go 50% as well, just because that's the opacity of it. And then blue is again how shiny, how sharp or blurry the highlights are. Maybe, do I just do them? Maybe I'll do them a bit more. Let's do them like 80%-ish. And we'll see how this ends up looking. And I don't need to be neat about this at all. And I don't want the rest of it to have any kind of shininess to it at all, so that can just all go. A little bit goes a long way with the opacity, so I'm just gonna... What's that, 7%? Okay, let's round it to 10. I didn't do a very good job at explaining that purely because I don't know really how to explain it, apart from what's going through my mind. This is for the hat. And then an accompaniment to that is we also need to make a mask for it. So black everywhere that we don't want the shiny mask to be shown, and then white where we do want it to be shown, and that's easy. Let me save that .mask.png. Alright, import our specular. There we go. And it's not going to look like anything here, but in-game we'll see it. At least I hope so. And this is the bump map for the hat. Let's actually undo. Bump maps get cropped down to the size of the thing, the texture. At least with hats they do. Now let's do a 50% grey at 50%. Gonna make this all grayscale. clip it to that, and that's pretty good. Going to get rid of... Am I? I don't think I'm going to get rid of anything. Tone it down a little bit. We'll see how it goes, I guess. If I don't like it, I'm just gonna modify it. Put on our work in progress thumbnail so that way it's easy to find in the catalog. What would it be? It would be brimless, wouldn't it? Disallow for random. I'm not going to restrict opposite frame, it shouldn't matter too much. And tag it as pink and white. Alright, so that is saved, and then we're going to put it into our mods folder. But before I load up the game again, there's another thing that I do need to do with this commission. Because this is the one that also had the issue with skirt. At least the scaling of the skirt. So I had an idea. Well, first of all, that might be causing some issues. This is all supposed to be in a line straight down the center. Which hopefully that was the issue, but I also want to see if I can move them away from the center a little bit. So that way, rather than taking like the scaling information from in here, it's going to take the scaling information from the legs more, which should scale more to account for the clipping. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. That's the pencil skirt. I saved that, right? Did I press save? Can't remember. Alright, so let's put the pencil skirt into our mods folder as well. Replace what I already had. And load up our game again. Take an energy drink break. Actually, while my game's loading, I might take this opportunity to get up and stretch my legs a little bit. And maybe you could do the same. Grab a drink of water, hydrate, grab some food if you need to. But yeah, I'll be back in like 2 minutes. back. Hi, Veggie Man. I think you came in like right as I was taking a break, so I hope you're still here. Hello. How are you? Okay, so the hat was the first thing to test. Oh, right there. Okay. See, look how shiny that little bit is. The little round bit at the top. So shiny. I think it's too shiny for my liking, so I will dull it down a bit. Like I said, that was only at 10%, so I'll dull it down a little bit. What I'll do is I'll change the hairstyle a little bit so you can see the neck. Just change it to that, I guess. Okay, so how the hat slider works is if we grab the neck like at the front, we can like move it up and down, we can scale it a bit. And then if we grab it from this side, it goes forward and back, and then we can also rotate it a little bit. Obviously, like default position that I put it in is going to be ideal because that's a hat chop, which basically when you have a hat on, it hides the hair underneath. That's something you normally don't see. But yeah, if you do need to modify it a bit to suit your needs a little bit better, then you can do that. And if we grab the neck from this side, it scales it forward and back. How did I have it? The only thing is you can't really reset the placement. Is the other thing I don't like about it. Whatever, that'll do for now. Good morning, cute Tommy girl. It's currently, what is it, 10 PM here, but good morning to you. How are you today? I feel like I'm shouting over this music. Just a touchdown. Oh, and now it got louder. There we go. Alright. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. The only thing I'm going to change is that specular to be a little less shiny. But then I need to test out that skirt clipping issue. Wherever it is, it was further down. Yeah. No, I can still see it clipping already. And that middle bit is actually... Huh. Okay, so it does clip less. But... that middle bit that I thought needed fixing, maybe that didn't need fixing, because that's behaving weirdly now. Gosh, yeah, 7 AM is so early. At least for someone who sleeps until like noon every day, but... time to be productive, I guess. What do I need here? What was I doing? Okay. Let's take it back till before we cropped it. And then maybe instead of adjusting the transparency of the specular color, I'll just bring the mask down. Then re-import that. Alright, apparently what I've learnt is these, was it 3 or 4 vertices? I think it might have been 3. I think it was the bottom 3. They were off here, and I thought that needed to be fixed, but apparently not. In that case, maybe... this one, maybe that is why. Yeah, so this skirt does have underwear in it. Maybe if I set that middle one back to the middle. Hi! Why can't I say your name? Leavix Envy? Thanks so much for the raid! Thank you, thank you! Tell me if I got your name wrong, I'm so sorry! Oh, do I have emotes? See, I installed Nightbot and I didn't do a lot to it. I'm sorry, I didn't set it up properly! I really didn't want emote spam turned on. I'm so sorry. I want you to be able to spam emotes. I'm gonna see if I can turn it off real quick. How is your stream? Wait, is that Levi as in like Levi, or is it like Levi as in the name? And why am I not signed in? Oh my gosh. Excess emotes. Why is that on? Okay, that should be turned off now. Put as many emotes as you want. It's fine. Thank you! I put a lot of effort into my model, so thank you. Levy. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes! All the emotes! So, what do you stream? What were you working on? I'll ask you that while I'll explain what I do. I make Sims 4 custom content. So we're currently working on little bits and bobs. I've got a few different projects that I need to finish up and do like little bits on. So we've got like a hat, we've got like a skirt that we're working on, we just finished up a bandana, we're just basically all over the place today. Just doing everything that needs to be done. And a lot of it at the moment is kind of just not technical troubles, but just like technical things that are being a pain and stopping it from working how I want it to. Because I need to figure out how to get around it, essentially. You're playing The Sims? Awesome! That's so cool! I need to play more of The Sims, but I don't really play it too much. But that's so cool! I've heard of the 100 baby challenge, but I'll admit I haven't heard know much of it. I remember years and years and years ago I tried to do, I think at least I tried to do 100 baby challenge for horses in The Sims 3, but I could be wrong. It was a while ago. Okay, let's overwrite the pencil skirt mesh. And then we'll copy over the hat and the pencil skirt into mods folder and see how that goes. That was also kind of okay. That's kind of why the stream is titled what it is, because apparently my favorite sayings that I say without even knowing is, "We'll see how that goes," and I guess. I was editing a video today, and the amount of times I said "I guess," and I'm just cutting them all out, and it's like I didn't realize I said it this much. 29 babies with 4 children in the household and a pregnancy. Oh my gosh. That sounds absolutely chaotic. Jesus. You don't have like 29 babies like at the same time, right? Like you've got 4 children in the household, so that must mean you've only got 4 at the moment. Right? I can barely handle having 2 toddlers in the household. Oh, they're all adults now? Okay, that's good. Space it out a little bit. This is basically I've lost track how many times I've loaded
Yeah,
into
the
my game
warm
today,
ice.
but this is basically what happens is I have to make changes, what I think is going to work, and then load into the game, see if it's actually going to work. It's good fun. Where is that hat? It was near the top, right? Yeah. This one. Okay, that is a lot less shiny. It's still got a little bit of shine to it. Maybe I want... Is that not enough shine now? I feel like I want more shine to it now. Oh, you're also playing unmodded? I could not imagine that. About 50 before you switch from Xbox to PC, thinking about starting over. Oh. And I'm sure like once you've gone to PC, it's like you don't want to go back to Xbox, right? I hear a lot of people being like, "Oh, I want to download your custom content, but I use console and it's, I'm sorry." That shirt clips into it. That's fine. Oh my god, it still clips at the very end. Okay. I don't know what to do. Because I would like it to not clip at all, obviously, but... might just leave it as that. But I guess, okay, anyone who did come in for the raid, or anyone who wasn't here when I was explaining this all at the start, let's... This is basically a commission set on... It's based on an anime. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Agent Aika or Agent Aika or something like that. Anyway, I don't have any knowledge of it at all, but they wanted a set of the outfits from it, so that's what I'm working on. Let's get rid of your necklace. So this is like one of the sets. Is like a hat, the shirt, the skirt. It's got some shoes as well. You've also got a watch on. There we go. So that's like one of the sets, and then there's also... I've got to find it. Yeah, I have way too many mods, I am aware. There we go. There's a dress that goes with some stockings and like a yellow version of the shoes without the hat. And then there's the, oh no, I should have done this one beforehand. The shirt's down the bottom, right? Yeah. Then we got the, is it black? Yeah, the black one goes with a pleated skirt, and then rather than tights, there are some socks. Yeah, it would be those ones. Some socks. Okay, so that's, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm working on, is this really big, large set. So it's getting there. I've been working on it for quite a while, just chipping away at it, but we're getting towards the end of it now, so. Oh, can you take the Sims that you've made on Xbox, put them in the gallery, and get them on PC? Because that's not half bad if you can. Can at least kind of finish off, continue where you left off. But yeah, it's a big set. That's why it's taking a while, but they're being super patient with it, so. I think the skirt I'm just going to leave as it is for now. Where did my note go? I had like a... There it is. I had a sticky note of like my tasks to do today. So basically, it's not sticking anymore. Okay. Apparently basically is another term that I am using a lot. Yes, go find some food. Wind down after your stream. I'm sure you're absolutely exhausted. Thank you so much for the raid again. Nightsmith. Do I know this Nightsmith? Oh. Gosh, okay. Maybe you may. Hi, how's it going? You have found me. Alright. I'm going to work from the top down for this one, so that way I stay a little bit organized. So I'm going to start with the hat. Basically, all I need to do is save that just in case I didn't before. Go through and make all of the different levels of detail, but when you zoom out in game and the meshes get less and less and less detail in them. It should be a pretty straightforward process, and it's usually the thing that I do at the very, very end, so that way I know that the mesh is working how it should, and then all of the levels of detail will like parent all of that information that I've already done. Oh, Discord gave me away? Alright. But yeah, I think, yeah, last time I was talking to you, I was thinking about making one. So yeah, this is the end result. This is what I did. I always... There's like things that I want to fix up and change on it already, but it's a start. And I'm gonna try and not want to redo it immediately, straight away. That's usually what happens. I complete something and then I'm like, yeah, I already want to change it. I want to do this differently. I don't like it. Alright, I'm going to, this is all off center. Move some detail from here. that's already set up. First stream? No, I've done a couple of streams, like 5 or 6, so I mean, may as well be. I haven't done many. Basically finished off the first streams that I did do were like working on one specific project, and then I finished that project last stream, and now I'm kind of just like, I need to catch up on all the other stuff that I've been putting off. So that's what this is. Now there's a little bit less detail in that. On the putting off your responsibilities part. Yeah, there's a little bit less detail, and then we'll go through and do even less and less detail. That one's not gonna work too well if I get rid of it. Meant to write a script today? Oh, that sounds like a lot. Can I just get rid of those? No, I cannot just get rid of those. I mean, that's pretty low detail as it is, right? For me, it was like, yesterday I sat down to do work, and then our internet went down. So I'm like completely unmotivated and didn't do any work. And then the internet came back in the evening, and like, yes, okay, I can stream and just do a productive stream, so that way I can catch up on everything. And then like 10 minutes into streaming, the internet went down, and then the internet was down all today, and then we went out, and we were out longer than we expected to be, and so it just, nothing's gotten done. Absolutely nothing. Yes, I have IRL friends too. Oh wow, Nightbot's actually doing something? It's about time. I set up those automated messages and then none of them have gone off. Alright, but I think that's about as low detail as I want to go. Maybe if I split that. I mean, this is okay, this is the lowest detail mesh, and so let me save this. Let's put our LED 2. Why is it taking so long? LED 3. Thanks for following, Zekken. I appreciate it. We've got LED 3. So basically, while it may look absolutely terrible up close, you're really only going to see this once you're zoomed out like this far anyway. So the detail in that doesn't really matter too much. To be honest, you're probably not even going to see that little circle that turned into a triangle anyway, but it's only 6 vertices. I'm not too worried. Yeah, that's the LEDs for the hats done. And I basically need to go through and do the same thing for all of the other pieces in this. So next, I guess, let's just do the shirt. Friends are good too. Friends are good. Friends are very good. Where is shirt? Oh, I named it top. That's why I can't see it. And these ones have a little bit more involved, but it's pretty much the same thing. Just pin that so that way we can always see that there. And start. Is some of that? Okay, I hid some of that. I need to delete out the hands and everything anyway. Basically anything that's skin, because I need to put a lower detail version in there as well. But let's start reducing this down. Basically anywhere that's not going to be too noticeable to start with. Like, you can't really tell that changes the shape at all, and so that's what we're going for, at least with like the first level of detail. Back is usually pretty good as well, because it's pretty flat. These bits in here are just because faces are one-sided, and so there's actually, I can select it, nope, there we go. There's actually like, no, stop doing that. A separate little piece in here, so that way when you're looking at it from like side on, you still see that there's shirt there and it doesn't just turn invisible. Just a sneaky little hack. I actually need to know where that starts though. I think the top one is there. I'll leave some information there, like some high information, just because it's like a high movement area. I wonder if this is going to be deleting too much. Or if it's even going to work to delete. Why is it not selecting that? What is going on? Oh, maybe that's why it looks so weird in the game, because it's got two vertices stacked on top of each other for some reason. Don't know how that's happened, but... Alright, and can I get rid of this and still make it look okay? Yeah, I think that's still okay. See, the problem a little bit is the triangles in it, because it means it's not like flowing like you would with rectangles and squares, but I live with my mistakes. before I get rid of a lot of detail in here, usually try and go for like every second like edge or whatever. It's usually a good place to start. Welcome back, Veggie Man. I don't think you missed too much. Although I'm trying to think, I can't remember when you said you left. Main thing I want to avoid here is getting rid of, if you get rid of like a seam edge, it's going to cause some problems. So I need to avoid that one. Need to reduce the arms down a little bit though, but also leave enough detail. Because that's going to get rid of too much detail at the front now because it all loops together. Oh, your phone died? Gosh. I actually can't relate to that anymore. I had a super old S6 up until it blew up on me about a week ago, and so now I have a nice shiny new phone. Yeah, I was having to charge my phone literally every 2 hours. It was insane. Let's just get rid of that. No, that's too much detail lost for now. This is still like only our first step down in detail, so we'll keep it still detailed for now. What I need to do is add in our LOD1 skin mesh to replace our highest LOD skin mesh that we deleted earlier. Remove any double vertices, and then delete anything that's not going to be seen. Which is going to be most of this? I'll leave a little bit at the cuff there. Just in case. Yeah, the shirt doesn't come up far enough to not see that. Delete a little bit at the back. Not going to make too much difference, but definitely get rid of those ones. Alright, that's about all I want to get rid of for now. We'll merge it into that one, and now it's all as one. Top. I keep looking for shirt. I should have just named it shirt. But at the time I was like, oh no, I'll get too confused with skirt, and then I still get confused anyway. Alright, that looks good. That's our high level of detail, and that is our slightly lower level of detail. So you can't really tell, which is good. Now we're going to really start reducing it down for the next level of detail. Get rid of that skin that we put in. Yeah, I'll just get rid of that one there for simplicity, although it's gonna clip. And I don't quite want to deal with clipping at this stage. Because you're still gonna notice it a little bit. You're probably gonna see it from about here. Should probably start getting rid of these puffs though. So again, I don't want to do too much. Yeah. Let's just do it. Because, okay, for reference, if we put our... Currently working on the LOD2, so if we put in like the skin mesh for the LOD2, this is probably how much detail we should be aiming for, essentially. I pointed this out last week as well, but it's to the point where Sims don't even have separated fingers at this point, so it's a pretty low detail. So I shouldn't worry too much. Should be fine. It's not that one. Like I said before, just pretty much going for every second one here where there's a little bit too much detail. Because all of these lines are pretty close together around here, although they might get rid of too much detail around the top. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, that does make that a bit neater. Stop. It hasn't messed up here at all. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's get rid of some horizontal lines in here. Yeah, like I kind of want to get rid of that one. That and that is fine. Ooh, forgot to get rid of that apparently. What about... it's not going to select too well, is it? Maybe it will. Should be fine. Thanks for following, Gracia? Is that what it is? I'm terrible with names, I'm sorry. I usually have a way of like pronouncing it in my head and then it doesn't sound right. That should be good on the detail front though. That was perfect? Awesome, awesome. I think some people do like unique pronunciations as well. I'm just never sure. If I ever say anything wrong or someone's name wrong, just tell me. It's fine. Should I get rid of more back detail? Nah, I'll do it in the next one. Okay, I'm gonna leave it as that. I think I already removed doubles. Yes. Okay. Leave the bottom part of the arm in just because they're very large faces, so they do actually poke out below the cuff there, and there'll be a gap if I do delete them. But that's fine. I'll get rid of a few of these back faces as well. Why not? You're not gonna see them. Like, especially from this angle. Like, you're not gonna see them from this far away. So I did leave a little triangle in there. That should be it. That should be fine. Although I just realized... Why? Is the hand glitching through? Oh, yeah, look at that. In that case, I'll just select those and I'll scale them down. There you go. You can't... Oh, they're still kind of there. Right, I'll just bring these vertices down then. Apparently that one too. That should be better. That is better. Awesome. And now our very last super low level of detail. Delete out the hands, the body, and the neck. And then, so this one, look at how much detail is in your lowest detail mesh. It's always funny. So yeah, we don't need to aim for a lot of detail at all in this one. Basically gonna strip out as much as I can. Oops, not delete them, we want to dissolve them. I feel like all of those are still important though. And I might actually remove out that extra bit that I have in here. That's gonna get the poly count down quite a bit, and you're not gonna notice it. I promise you won't notice it. Okay, let's... Still difficult sometimes to decide what to get rid of. Actually, I feel like that's going to look terrible. Dissolving it rather than like merging them usually gets a nicer result. What do I want to get rid of here? I think, yeah, I want to get rid of, yeah, all of that. And I think all of this, let's take EA's advice and make them pointy. Lara Croft. Really low detail. So, when did that one go? Whatever. Realize I'm missing like the edge down here, but maybe that was gone for a while and I just didn't notice. Definitely, that's the one I can't get rid of, right? Yeah. Would that be too much? Maybe a little too much. Let's add a little bit of detail back in here to help it out, because this face is no longer four-sided. That'll just help it out a little bit. Oops, I got rid of the wrong one. Can you select the other one? There we go. That's pretty low detail. And then body. No problem. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Oops. Delete, not dissolve in this case. Going to finagle some things just to make them work for me. Scaled that in. Definitely scaled the arms in. Oops. That one, individual origins. Scale it in. I mean, you're not really going to notice the clipping from that far away, but I'd just rather fix it up a little bit anyway. Difference between deleting and dissolving, both of them have uh, their uses. When you're trying to reduce down, like, okay, the main thing that I use dissolving for is when I'm reducing the poly count down. So that way, like, if I was to just press delete and then delete those vertices, you're left with the whole, essentially. But if I dissolve it, it kind of, that one, gets rid of it in a way that, like, you've still got the mesh detail around it, essentially, I guess, if that helps. Like, you're dissolving it into the area around it in a way, I guess is I don't know. I just know what it does. I don't know how to explain what it does. No, got rid of all that detail. And like how I wanted to get rid of the faces in like the skin mesh itself, where like they're underneath here. I would delete it rather than dissolving it because I didn't want them there anymore. But with the mesh, like the shirt mesh, I'm dissolving them because I still want that detail kind of there. Like, I want it there, but I want the detail to be reduced, essentially. I like that you can always understand, like, my way of explaining things. Because I know I'm not great at explaining things. Which is why I never agree to do tutorials. I would like to, in a way, but it's not really for me. But I'm going to save that. And that is shirt complete. I'm really getting through this. But, okay, what would be next? I will do the dress next, which is kind of the same. It's the same kind of base mesh, with a little bit of extraness to it. Like it's got a skirt and it's got like a cutout part in here that you probably can't tell with all of that detail. Makes sense to you? I explained well enough? Awesome. I'm so happy about that. But yeah, before I get started on this, I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break because I've been sitting for so long. Yeah, go grab a drink of water, stay hydrated, make sure to stretch, get up every now and then, and yeah, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. hope everyone's break was better than mine. I ate a piece of ice and then I had a tooth freeze. But we're back and we're gonna do pretty much the same thing as we did before. But for a dress instead. We're gonna delete out all of our skin mesh. I did remove some of the legs. You have juice? That's still eventful. I said I hope people have a better time than me. Sounds like you are having a better time than me. Where to start? Well, I can't even remember where I started with last time. I think I got rid of some in here. Some around here. I want to keep the information of the little bump there. Just for this one. And then I'll get rid of it in the next level of detail. Probably got rid of that. And I see, okay, because this dress has a little cutout window. I forgot to delete the skin in there. And that gives you a better idea of the shape of it. The skirt's not going to condense down very easy, I don't think. Or maybe it will. I'll do the underwear last. Also got to keep our window open on this side so we can make sure we're not messing up anywhere and selecting something we shouldn't. Again, this skirt has two sides to it, the way it doesn't go transparent underneath. Need to remember to get rid of stuff underneath as well. I don't really know what to get rid of exactly. So a lot of them aren't real, and this is my bad, but a lot of them aren't just really nice selected loops of edges and stuff. Like some of them, like these ones, I select and it goes into little split off and stuff. It's, yeah, that's my bad. Still try and make it work though. Maybe I just won't condense it down too much for this level of detail. A bit of it down. I will unhide what we had, and then this can definitely be condensed down I purposefully left it pretty high detail because it's in like a high movement area where there's a lot of like bending and twisting of like the legs and stuff. So the higher detail it is, the less clipping there was going to potentially be. What I'm doing is just pretty much just selecting every second one. I think that's gonna work out okay for me. Although at the end here is like odd numbers, so it's fine. Again, odd numbers that way, but it's fine. So we'll add in, need to add 2 different meshes in this time because I need to do, not the LOD 0, we want LOD 1 for the top. But we also need the legs in there too. So I'll merge the top to the legs, delete the double vertices, then I'll go through and remove what I don't want. But because of like the window in the top here, quite a bit of this part down here can possibly be seen, so go through and delete what I know I can get rid of. Especially at the back here, can definitely get rid of all of that. Yeah, you're probably not really gonna see it from that angle. Maybe I'll just keep those ones there just in case. It's only a couple extra faces. Actually, I don't like how it looks. It's not very smooth. So you can't see these side parts, right? You can tell easily when you have them selected because they'll show bright yellow. Like through there, you're only gonna see the very, whatever, I'll keep them in. Even though you're only gonna see the very edge of them, I'll just keep them in. If I select the very bottom here, if you're looking top down, you are actually gonna see, but then again, a fair bit in there that you're gonna see. Should I have deleted that much, maybe? Just see how it goes. This is to just get rid of that clipping. Just like that. Then everything else should be fine. Dress, where is dress? Starts with D. So thirsty now. For some reason. My body had a taste of water for the first time in a while during the break, and now it wants more. Let's get rid of that body. Put in our next level of detail body. LED 2. LED 2. Get rid of everything we don't need over here. Merge those. Double vertices. Whoops. Don't add a cube. I don't think I even pressed A. Gotta keep those faces in the arm. Actually, I won't get rid of so many in the front just yet because of last time. Why does that not look even? Pretty sure it's even. Just didn't look it. Alright, that's our LOD2 body fixed up. Get an LOD2 dress to match. Don't think I'm going to touch the back too much. Probably get rid of the detail in this fold now. Or at least some of it. There's still a little bit there. You might notice it from a distance. I feel like that was too much detail I got rid of. Oh, it's the same problem here? Okay, it's the same problem here where there's two vertices just stacked on top of each other for some reason. So that means going to write it down, otherwise I 100% will forget with my goldfish memory. Because I need to go back to the original dress and shirt LOD0. Double vertex. Okay. I should remember it now that it's written down. Sticky notes aren't very sticky at all. Oh yeah, that's... What the hell is that? That ain't sticky. Whatever. About the front here. That would probably be an alright one to get rid of. Oh no. Look. I did a weird thing. Don't want to do that because some of that is on the boundary. So what if we get rid of this one? Hi! Thank you so much for following M0326. I was contemplating actually reading out your name or not, but it was kind of satisfying to read. I'm not gonna get rid of all that. Again, we'll try for every second one. Should be fine, although I feel like getting rid of these two would be, yeah, just a bit too much. A bit too much. Alright, that should be good for the shirt, the dress. T, that one. Select all of it, please. Thank you. Let's make the underwear a little bit less detailed again. Especially from the distance of LED 2, that little bit of clipping, especially something for underneath a skirt, is... I feel like I've said it, but you're not gonna notice it. Not gonna matter. Alright, I'll keep it as that though. Yeah, that should be good. Let's bring in the skin mesh. That as LED 2. What am I doing? Putting in LED 3, that's what I'm doing. Kind of losing it a bit. Get rid of what we don't need. Merge them together and delete all double vertices. Yeah, they can stay there. So didn't... The arms don't clip as much on the dress than they do on the shirt, so maybe I did something different between them. Oh, you know what it is? I haven't reduced down the dress yet, obviously. Okay. Still scale that down. Because we haven't done our very, very lowest level of detail yet. Wondering whether I should get rid of the layer underneath for the skirt. Whether that's going to be an issue or not. Oop, that's right, we tried to get rid of that one last time, but it's on the edge. Fix up our clipping issues here. I'll just scale that up a bit. That should be pretty good. I kind of still want to get rid of some extra detail in the pleats here. Probably could have done that earlier. Also, don't go all the way up, please. And some of that's on the border anyway. Okay, start again. Is this one safe to do? Yes. Let's just get rid of that one. Is this one safe to do? Yes, but it wants to get rid of more than I want it to. This one was on, yeah, that one's on the edge, so I can't get rid of that one, but that's fine. That's still pretty low. Still clips a little bit though, so let's fix that. Combine them. Oh, I didn't fix up the underwear, did I? Super low detail time. That on the edge? That's not on the edge. Those can stay indefinitely. Oh, that's... And accidentally press spacebar, and now spacebar does not get rid of it. Can you stop, please? There we go. Whatever. Save that as our lowest level of detail. Got to put our LOD2 in here when we finished it, but that's okay. Is it bad that I just realized that the music loops? I don't know how many songs are in this playlist, but I only just realized that it loops. Cool. Alright, and there's our LOD3, LOD2, LOD1, and LOD0, our highest detail. And then the one thing I wrote down to do is I need to go back to our LOD0 for both the top and the dress and fix up somewhere in here. Yep, these two vertices. Looks like there's kind of more like that, but what if I... Oh. They moved things in like every Blender version. I just want to shade smooth. Faces shade smooth? There we go. Okay, it was just my eyes deceiving me. That's okay. So that is the top fixed up. I should have done the skirt dress first. Let's do that. Dress LOD0. Find where those vertices are. Push them in. This is gonna take a little bit. I don't want to say it's gonna take a long time or a while, but it's gonna take a tiny bit to load in because there's a bit of detail in the first level of detail mesh. There we go. Then we'll go back to the shirt and do the same thing. Just re-import that LOD0 with the fixed vertices. I'm gonna get ready to move them into my mods folder. But basically, what I did just now isn't something that you're going to see a difference in to create a sim or anything. The LEDs are only used in game and they're not made to be noticeable. It's supposed to subtly reduce the poly count of like every mesh that's on your screen when you zoom out. That's pretty much what they're for. But I am going to load up my game just to put it all together and show it off. That is about all I am going to do tonight. It is a bit of a shorter stream than I'd hoped, but I've been sitting for way too long today. I'm starting to get quite sore. I'm gonna look for someone to raid while my game loads. Is it taking longer to? I feel like it's taking longer to load than normal. Let's help it out a bit. I feel like it's struggling because custom content, there's always so much open on my screen. My gosh, why is it taking so long? Like, nothing else I can really minimize out of, but... Alright. So I'm just gonna put together... Let's... Gosh, that's... The randomization in this game is terrible. Sure. Let's not do that. The dress. Oh, and why is that? Is that an accessory? What is that? And it still clips a tiny bit. But I'm gonna figure that out another time. Going to talk with the person who commissioned it again and see what we can do, pretty much. Let's do the yellow. I'm just basically trying to dress this up really quick. It's not being really quick. Just to have it's not pants, it's tights. Oh gosh. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that's, yeah, like I said, the last things that we did aren't like anything that's like noticeable in game really, let alone in Creator Sim. Yeah. I don't know. This set might end up being for public release. Tiny Fashion added again. Yeah, gosh, it's terrible. Knowing this person, they've commissioned a few things in the past, they probably will do it for public release, but I can't guarantee that they will. They might not, and if they don't, that is completely fine because they've paid money for me to make this, so you should respect if they don't want to do it public. But yeah, you might be able to keep an eye out for this very soon because I'm getting it nearly done. I've only been going for 2.5 hours, but that's all I'm going to be able to sit for today. But I got more done than I expected it to. But I do have a stream up here to raid. They do animation, it looks like, 2D animation. And so we're gonna raid them. That's gonna go through. Awesome. But thanks so much for hanging out while I get some productive work done and catch up on some stuff. Hope you guys enjoy well, enjoy the stream, enjoy the rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever it is. And yeah, hope you enjoy the person that we're raiding. And I'll be aiming to stream in another 2 days. We'll see how I go, see what happens. Like I said, I don't set up a schedule just because I can't really commit to anything too solid yet. But we'll see how it goes. I'll post on Tumblr and Discord when I am going live next. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks for hanging out, guys.